Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and it is once again review time. And today we are going to be looking at the freebie from the Transformers Collectors Club, the final freebie from the club as we know it. So let's get a look at Ramjet from the old Universe line, now redone from Armada Starscream. Okay, so looking at Ramjet's vehicle mode, it is a very nicely done repaint of Starscream in the Armada form with a new head, which you can see right at the front there. That little fin coming out is actually from that head. It's accurate to the original version of Universal Ramjet, who was a retool of Armada Starscream. So yeah, this is quite accurate to the character, so I'm fine with it. Color-wise, he is an interesting one, very patriotic, much like Nacelle before him, but he is red, white, and blue. You got that nice detailing. Very nice amount of silver, reds, whites, a little bit, well, good amount of blues, a little bit of reds. You know, not as much red as there is white, blue, and silver, but still very nice. The jump mode is very sleek, very thin. You got the thrusters on top, of course, which look pretty good. All in all, I really do like this jet mode. I think this is a very nice looking toy. And it is a bit of a departure from your more standard classic Ramjet, who was a bit of like the usual F-15 with modified wings. But yeah, I do like it. And it helps that this is meant to be a different character altogether who just happens to have the Ramjet name. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Now, just like Armada Starscream, he does have that little missile launcher gimmick in the thrusters, where you just push these and it fires a friction missile. And yeah, as you can see, it does push out the intake a bit. And the missiles do work pretty well. Very easy to just pop them in. And those mini-con ports are really good for leverage, either firing or reloading the missiles. So yeah, there's that. Now there is a downside here, just due to the way it was packaged with the foam insert but no foam on top. You can see there's a little bit of paint scuffing on those thrusters. It's not horrible, but it might be noticeable and it might be an eyesore to some. I thought it turned out fine. Now, for one last comparison here that's appropriate, let's bring in Armada Starscream, who is a nice use of the mold in his own right. And as you can see, they are pretty much identical in mold, but the paint jobs really separate them. And that's one thing you can count on about Funpub. They do go all out for the paint job. Although I do have one very minor nitpick. And it's just on the wings. See how you got this silver bit that's kind of swooshing in, and it just breaks into white? I would have liked this part here to be silver instead of white, just to keep it fluid, like a little bit more fluid as far as the wing goes. Because other than that, it is really nice looking. And you know, with a nitpick that small, it's not a big deal. But yeah, let's get him transformed and just see how he looks in his robot mode. Okay, now that we got Ramjet in his robot mode, it is a very nice looking bot mode. Um, Again, the blue and white make up the most of his body with bits of silver and a little bit of red, especially in his very interesting head sculpt. Just bring that in a bit. I got to bring this up. Which, yeah, that is really nice looking. You know, he's got that black face with the yellow eyes and the light coming from his mouth. Well, the yellow paint represent light coming from his mouth, which is quite impressive. See, you can see moving on. You can see little teeth from the robot mode head, or at least they look like teeth to me. You know, but he really does look good, and I like that effect that they were going for. And of course, he's got that horn on his head. Again, that's just the result of the original Armada / Universe Ramjet, who had a similar head sculpt. But yeah, it looks really good. And I do like the effect this guy has. I like the look. And yeah, he is quite a fun looking bot. And try to get him in good frame here. But all in all, the deco really does go well for this guy. I mean, Funpub is going all out for the paint jobs on these guys, which is very good for us. And I do like it. So let's get to the articulation. And that's still pretty nice. You got a ball jointed head, left and right. You can look up. You can look left, look right, wiggle waggle all around, really good. Got universal joints at the, well, if you got forward, backward at the shoulders, in and out. Again, he has that nice detailing under the arm to really work with that in and out. Wings can hinder the movement a little bit. Just gotta finagle those a bit. You got a bicep swivel, 90-degree knee bend, elbow bend. No waist, but you got ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, nice deep knee bend, and you got some toe movement. So yeah, well, you got ankle movement, not toe, but it looks like toe really. So yeah, posable. As you can see, he's got a couple nice weapons. These little swords that store into his wings, like so. But they just pop out, unfold, and go into his wrist, into his hands. But they are very tight. Like, they go in very tight. I checked with Starscream, they go tight for him too, so that's normal. And of course, he does still have the missile launchers, which you can flip forward to the more classic Armada look, or flip back to make sure he has a little, make him more show friendly, you know, and make room for others. But he still has the missile launching feature. Results will vary, as you saw. Yeah, they can shoot. So let's get a comparison shot in with the Armada Starscream. As you can see, while the body sculpt is pretty much the same, the heads and the paint jobs really do make a difference. And there is a significant difference in how the head and the paint jobs work. So I do like that. And just for fun, why don't we get Ramjet. Well, first, up with the more classic Ramjet. You can see huge difference between these two. But yeah, just for fun, let's bring in his Dark Master Unicron, because yeah, this is a really cool way to display these two, and that is the Armada Unicron, so very appropriate for him. But all in all, I do like this final freebie from the club, and they're going to be missed, so this guy's worth having. Okay, that was the club freebie figure Ramjet. It'll be interesting to see him repainted into Skywarp. I can't wait to see that one. Hopefully I'll be able to get it, but I'm not sure at this point because of, finances. Not exactly a good year for me on that respect, but never mind that. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this review. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check the channel for other videos. There is a playlist for club reviews, so be sure to check that out, and I will see you next time. So goodbye out there, whatever you are.